Hello, welcome to the Simplifier Podcast, where we turn complexity into clarity. I'm your host, Daniel. The Simplifier Podcast is brought to you in partnership with TechPon. And our mission with this podcast is to support SaaS B2B founders in finding the right brand messaging that resonates with their audience. Our guest for today is Martine, the seven-figure SaaS bootstrapper and founder of ViralBox. Welcome, Mac. It's a pleasure to have you on the podcast.
Thanks, Daniel. It's great to be here.
Great. Before we start, if you like, please tell us who is Martine. What drives you? What motivates you?
That's a deep question. Let's see. Well, I've been building SaaS applications for a really long time, and I had massive amounts of failures, and then one pretty successful one that I started in 2018, and then I scaled that pretty quickly for about 2.5 years, and then sold it. And then now I have another application called Aware, which is a LinkedIn engagement tool that's doing pretty well. And then we recently launched ViralBox, which we're going to talk about today. Aside from that, I've got a wife and 2 kids, and we're from the U.S., but we've been
I think I lost you.
Slow matting, as they say, living abroad for a couple years, and we've been to 15 countries in 2 years, I believe, and just having a good time.
Nice, great. Now today we're going to talk about ViralBox. We will be focused on ViralBox. Can you please tell us what is ViralBox? What the app does?
Yeah, so it's a way for SaaS businesses to incentivize their users to spread the love about their application. So, and the incentives that are baked in are by default credit to your application. So again, these are your users that are spreading the word about your product, and in exchange, they get credit on their bill for your product. You can really have any type of reward. You can offer anything in exchange, but like I said, yeah, the sort of baked in default is credit. So, it's similar, like whereas an affiliate platform is for really anyone to refer your product in exchange for cash. This is your users talking about your product in exchange for credit.
Nice. I'll write down what you're saying right now, because this is actually very important, and we will come back to this. Reward users for talking about your app. Nice. Great. So today I decided to change a bit the format of the podcast. Until now, the idea was for me to scan the homepage and to come with some ideas, some suggestions. And I think that it's much more valuable if we go deeper. And I would invite you today to have a short workshop, and to together with you to define the messaging for the hero section. So to make sure that we follow a framework, a good framework, I created a board, a template in Miro, because this is something super visual. I will share my screen right now. I also gave you access there. So let's see, Chrome tab. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, with Miro, great. So what I did here was to replicate your website. What I did was to copy paste your website. So this is the current website right now. This is the current headline and all the information from ViralBox current website. And in the left part, it's something not too fancy, nothing about design. It's just about the structure of the content, the structure of the information. So it's more like what the messaging should have, what type of messaging you should have on each section of your website. So the goal for today is together with you to define all the messaging for all these sections on the website, and for you after that to implement everything on the website and have a much more clear homepage. So in order to do this, I would invite you, because when you're discussing about messaging and about the clarity of your message on the website, it's very important to understand who is your persona, what is the company type, okay, what type of companies are your users, what is their current workflow, what's their pain and problem, the current pain and problem, the needs and desires, and also the capabilities, features, and benefits for your product. So what I would like is to invite you to tell me the information, to fill in this information here. Who is your persona? What's the company type? Why? Because all this information will help us then to better define the messaging. How does this sound?
That sounds great.
Okay.
I will do my best.
Okay. So it's just an exercise. It won't be 100% accurate for sure. This is something that needs to, it's done in multiple iterations, but I think it's very useful to start with this. So please tell me, who is the customer persona? Who is the person behind who is using the solution, ViralBox?
So SaaS businesses, I'm starting sort of generic here, and we're early, so I'm kind of gradually honing in on getting this more specific. But it's SaaS businesses.
Okay.
I'm going to cover company type and persona sort of together here, and you can help me separate them. But SaaS businesses that have found product market fit and so are ready to scale. Because we're talking about getting your customers to spread the love, you kind of need to have a certain amount of customers. So the number I always have in my head, which is totally arbitrary, but it's like SaaS businesses who have at least 200 customers.
Okay.
And again, it can work for less, but the more customers you have, the better, because you're trying to get them to talk about your product. So that's kind of the frame I have around it in my head so far. The persona, maybe, it's more, we have, solo SaaS founders that are using it, and it's really for teams, it's whoever's in charge of probably marketing or growth. But that sort of depends on the size of the business at this point.
Okay, so we have one type of persona would be the solo SaaS founders, then the marketing teams, maybe CMO would be the persona.
Yep.
Okay, but the main persona, would you say, is the SaaS founder?
Well, yeah, I think that sort of depends on the size of the app, right? There are plenty of bootstrapped solo founder SaaS apps that are doing well, and then that would be the founder. If it's a bigger one, it's not going to be the founder, it's going to be the team. So I guess it depends on sort of the size of the team.
Okay. So to keep it simple, maybe we should focus the communication on SaaS companies that already have the PMF, the product market fit, and they have at least 200 customers. Because the idea is you can focus the communication, you can focus your messaging on persona, on a specific type of persona, or you can focus it on a specific type of company. From what you're saying, basically the company type are these SaaS businesses. So maybe when we want to communicate on the website, on the homepage, we can focus for now, just to keep it simple, on the SaaS businesses that have found PMF. Okay. What is their current workflow? How are they currently getting referrals, or tell me something about this.
I would say the most common that people are familiar with is affiliates. Which applies not specifically to word of mouth from customers, but word of mouth from anybody. So That's what I compare it to the most. I mean, we can compare it to any type of marketing, I guess, but I kind of keep it within the word of mouth realm, and affiliate is definitely the main one here.
Okay, so this is their current workflow, word of mouth affiliate. Okay. What is their biggest pain, biggest challenges, biggest problem they currently facing?
Yeah, it's interesting because I would say the general challenge is how to scale, and then how to scale affordably. I'm trying to figure out how to articulate this because it's also not exactly it's almost I view it as a sort of missed opportunity. So there's like the pain of how do we scale? I need to figure out how to scale. How do we this? But it's also just like this is right in front of you. You have these customers who love your product, and it's a missed opportunity to not leverage their word of mouth. And so to take that a little further, I feel like some people talk about your product willingly. Some people just need a little nudge or a little reminder. And then adding an incentive on top of that is generally a no-brainer for people. And so it feels like low-hanging fruit. So sort of pain, but also sort of missed opportunity.
So the pain and the missed opportunity. Okay, what would you say it's bigger? Can you quantify maybe the missed opportunity is bigger than the pain itself, or the pain is bigger than the missed opportunity? With the information you have so far, there will be some areas that you don't have the information right now, and it's okay. We just need to focus on what we have right now and make sure that we use everything we have right now to keep everything as relevant as possible, and step by step to add the other layers.
Yeah, I think my lazy response is it depends on who it is. Some people are going to have different challenges. I think to just pick one. I think the pain is bigger because I think. I mean, I've been in this situation several times too, where you sort of found product market fit. You've got a certain customer type that loves your product, and once they see it and they're aware of it, they have no problem buying it. And then you're like, okay, well now how do I get it in front of more people? And so that is the pain of how do I get it in front of more people? And it's like, well, ask the people who love your product and use their network.
Okay. In terms of needs and desires, these are their pains and their problems. What they desire, what are their needs?
They desire growth and scalability. They desire brand awareness.
Okay.
And they desire also happy customers. And I believe that a customer that's already happy is even happier. I think in a way they can feel like a part of it if they are being incentivized to talk about it. I don't know. I think there's a psychological connection that's made there.
So you're saying a customer that's already happy would be super happy if he would be also incentivized to talk about the product?
I believe so, yes. So just a quick note, I use this. I've been using ViralBox in my other application, Aware, and it's really cool to see some people get really excited to do this, and they'll go. So maybe we'll get more into the product later, but there's different incentives, and they can leave reviews or testimonials or GT reviews, and it's really fun to see some people, once they get going, they go do all these things, and they sort of have fun just like saying really positive things. And I think also in doing that, they can recognize, oh wow, this thing really is valuable, because they have to like kind of think it out loud. They have to articulate it, spell it out, and then they're like, wow, yeah, I really do enjoy it. So yeah, I think it creates a connection.
Okay. And the last things, tell me what's the capabilities. What are the capabilities of ViralBox? We need to define capabilities, features, and benefits. So capabilities is what are you doing, the specific action maybe, the capability. The feature is how exactly you're doing it. So in terms of features, maybe you already have, I think you already have here, because you have the how it works section. Create promotions for your users to compete. Choose from types. Okay, so I will need your short input about these capabilities and features, and then to define the benefits. What I would say right now, seeing the actual the current homepage, we don't have, basically you have the features, the how it works here section. So you're saying something about the features, how the product works, the platform works. You don't cover the benefits, and it's super important to be super specific also about the benefits, and of course to outline the problem. So I would suggest defining very well the problem. Okay, so this is the problem, this is the solution that we are proposing, and these are the benefits. So this is more like a template that you can use, more like a framework that you can use after our discussion, and implement these sections on the website. So can you tell me a couple of words about capabilities?
Yeah, I'm still a little unclear on capabilities versus features, but capabilities I think would be making it easy to ask your customers to spread the word about your product. Does that sound like a capability?
Mm-hmm. Making it easy to ask your customers to spread the word about your product. And how do you do that? Now this is the capability, and how do you do it exactly? What is the process?
Okay, so the process is the SaaS business defines what we call promotions, the types of promotions they want to offer. So this would be, you can leave a testimonial, you can tweet about us, you can write a LinkedIn post, you can write a blog post, create a video, anything that you choose in exchange for a specified reward.
Okay, so how can we rephrase this? So basically, you're offering, you're the SaaS business, and you're offering your clients a reward if they spread the word about you on LinkedIn, on social media, on Twitter, on, I don't know. This is the process.
Mm-hmm. Yep, in exchange for a reward.
Okay.
So the SaaS business,
you offer your customer. Okay, but exactly. So I am the SaaS business. I want to use ViralBox. So you have the capability to make it easier for me to ask customers to spread the word about me. So I have customers. I have 200 customers. I want to ask them to spread the word about me. What's the exact process? What exactly I need to do, me as the SaaS company, to ask these people to spread the word? What's the process behind?
So you define the types of promotions or platforms you want them to use.
I want my customers to use. Okay.
So just that could be social media or blog or whatever.
Okay.
So you define the types of promotions that you want your customers to use, and define the reward for each.
Define the reward for each. Okay. And how does ViralBox help me to define this? Or I need to define. I define the promotion, the type of promotions, and where I want the customers to use to define to spread the word about me, and then.
Sorry. Yeah. So we have built-in promotions that you can choose from. So
okay, you have these promotions built in the platform.
We have starting points. So, for example, you can choose, I want my customers to be able to tweet about us. And then you can set the reward. You set, this will be a $5 credit. If they post on LinkedIn about us, this will be a $10 reward. If they write a GT review, this will be a $15 credit. Or you can choose a custom thing. You can write your own. You can say, if you, I don't know, do a webinar about this. We don't have a preset for webinars. So you can say, if you do a webinar about us, we will give you $50 credit. Or you could say, I will email you PDF of something. So you can do a custom reward.
So these are predefined, but I can also customize if I want to customize it to be something super specific. And then So you have
the promotion. We have predefined promotions.
Predefined promotions. Okay.
And you can choose the reward, and you can also do custom promotions.
Okay, so this would be basically this would be the features, custom promotions. Okay, and we will finish with the benefits. What are my benefits as a SaaS founder if I do this with your app? What's the desired outcome that I get?
Well, so brand awareness, referrals, ideally, hopefully, and also, you get the word of your customers, which is better than the word of a non-customer. So, meaning I think the word of a customer is much more powerful than the word of some affiliate who doesn't use your product. So I guess maybe to say that better is sort of the most powerful word of mouth.
The most powerful word of mouth. Okay.
And also, I view it as no out-of-pocket cost. So yes, it might cost me on the back end of credit. So it's, I guess, money that I'm not receiving that month from somebody because they gave me credit, but it's not costing me anything out of my bank account. And so I think that's a big benefit is I don't view it. It feels like much less of a cost when
it's much less of a cost. Okay, because you're offering credit, not cash.
Which it doesn't actually cost me anything to do that. It's money like I wouldn't money that I would otherwise get, but now I'm getting word of mouth in exchange. So it's very affordable. It's really scalable. It's when it's set up right and working, it's one of the most affordable ways to scale.
I watched the video that you have on the website, and I liked something. The fastest way to scale your SaaS, referrals are one of the best, if not the best ways to scale your SaaS. But here, you're not just talking about referrals. You're basically talking about customers spreading the word about your SaaS. So this is something that I think this is a great benefit. The most powerful word of mouth, as you said it. Okay.
One other
yes.
One other thing, just to kind of note here as we think through it, is so a lot of people when they read this, when they see this, understandably start to think affiliate and compare it to affiliate. And the two main differences are that this is for credit instead of cash. But the other one is that I find myself interchanging sort of referrals and word of mouth because with affiliate, you're tracking specifically referrals, right? Here, what's different is you are likely to get referrals, but it's more about the brand awareness with referrals that might come from it. But instead of rewarding for referral specifically, we're referring for just word of mouth and brand awareness. So I think it takes somebody recognizing the value of that and not feeling like, well, if I can't track the referrals, how do I know if it's doing anything? How do I know if it's valuable? I say all word of mouth is valuable and adds up.
Okay. So this is very good, and I already would insert this here because these are some frequently asked questions. This is a section that I suggest you add on the homepage, and these are some of the questions that your users for sure they have, and because we already defined them, I added them here. So now the idea is like this. This exercise takes some time. We don't have too much time right now, but I think we already have some relevant information to define the hero section, the headline and the sub-headline. Before doing this, I would suggest, basically the current messaging that we're having on the website. So the headline, turn your SaaS customers into your marketing team. And then we have the sub-headline, reward your users with Stripe credit on your app or custom perks for spreading the love about your product. So it's a bit unclear. So, okay, turn my customers into marketing team, reward them. It's not completely clear right now. I think we can do something that that offers much more clarity. What I would do, I'm not an expert in design, but when I see this picture here as a background photo, it makes me think to a rock concert or something like this. I cannot see, but maybe I'm subjective. I cannot see the connection between this visual and what the app actually does. I see a lot of people. Maybe you're trying to send the idea of spreading the word, people to find out. But I'm a very big fan of simplicity. What I would suggest, but again, you need to discuss this also with a professional designer. I would keep a clean hero section with the headline, the sub headline, and the video you have here. You already have it, but right now it's very tiny. I would say that because this is a very good video, you have a good demo here. I watched the demo and I also extracted some information out of the demo. So what I would suggest is to make this thumbnail bigger, okay, to have it something like this, half of the page to be for the video and the other half for the message. But again, here you need the input from a specialized designer. But I wouldn't necessarily use this background image, okay? And now, let's define the headline and the sub-headline. So the headline should be a sum of pain and problem, capability, plus benefit. So let's do this and see what we got. What will we get in the end? So what's the idea of doing this? The idea is that by having structure in your marketing process, you leave no room for, I don't know, inappropriate messaging, inappropriate things that you communicate with your audience. So what I'm really focused is to move marketing, and not move it, to link it. So marketing, it's most of the time it's poetry, it's creativity, but you need to link this poetry and creativity to a very robust system and structure. So I would say that the best marketing people are they're having an engineering approach. So this is what I'm trying to build here, to make sure that the headline, which would be the value proposition, it's a sum of pain and problem, capabilities, and benefits. Okay, so let's see. Making it easier to ask your customer to spread the word about your products. Referrals are the best, if not the best way to scale your SaaS brand awareness. What's your opinion so far? Does this make sense to you?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Yep.
So right now, because we don't have too much time, what I would do is to take this from here. So maybe the value proposition in the headline should be something like this. But again, this is just an exercise to define the final version. You need to spend some time on this. So maybe we can say, make it easy for SaaS companies with at least 200 clients to ask the customers to spread something like this, to ask their customers to spread the word about their product. So when you say this, so make it easier for SaaS companies, and of course this is the first iteration. Let's just put it here and see. So right now we have turn your SaaS customers into your marketing team. Make it easy for your SaaS companies. No, we make it easy for SaaS companies with at least 200 clients to ask their customers to spread the word about your product. Or we can do it even simpler. Make it easy for your customers, for your SaaS customers to spread the word about your product. So basically this is about them. It needs to be something like this. Make it easier for your SaaS customers to spread the word about your product. So this is basically what you're actually doing. No, because you make it easier for them to spread the word about the product. How does this sound for you?
It sounds good. Yeah, I like it.
Okay. And then the sub-headline that needs to come and support the headline should be a summary of persona, needs and desires. Okay. Solo SaaS founders, marketing team, depending on size. Maybe I will just...
Do you feel like in this case, I mean, if we even need to spell it out, but I would wonder if the persona in this case is, at least when we're communicating it, as simple as SaaS teams, and kind of leave it to them to figure out who is
or maybe
responsible
SaaS
for that.
teams, SaaS businesses, SaaS companies. SaaS companies that have found PMF and have at least 200 customers are using ViralBox to scale faster to scale faster.
Do you think we need both? I feel like saying that they found PMF
maybe okay without 200 customers.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, yeah. I think the point is like they need to be ready to scale, but not like This isn't like going to help you when you go to launch, but it's once you're a little more established. And I feel like that covers that.
SaaS companies that have found PMF are using ViralBox to scale faster. And what else we can do here?
With the most powerful word of mouth.
Exactly.
Like that.
Using the voice of their customers, the most powerful word of mouth, something like this. Okay, it definitely needs to be refined. The headline and the sub-headline both need to be refined, but the idea is that when you read this, what's your first opinion when you read? Make it easy for your SaaS customers to spread the word about your product.
Yeah, well, I'm not the right one to ask on my first opinion because I already know what it is, so it all makes sense to me. But I put this, we've iterated on some versions of the messaging, and I feel like it makes total sense. And then people are like, "What? I don't understand." So to me, it makes total sense, and I like what you're doing, and I like how you're trying to combine, the benefit and the pain and all these things. So it makes sense to me. I do feel like it's going in the right direction. So yeah, I think maybe some iterating on it, playing around with different options, and then probably putting it in front of people that are not familiar with what we do.
It's super important, yes. So the messaging needs to be validated with your potential clients, with your audience. So the idea with defining the right messaging is not just reinvent the wheel. We are so smart and we know what we should, what the messaging should sound like. No, it's not like this. We need to take information from the people that are using the app, and I also encourage you to ask them, how would you describe our app if you would like to recommend it, and take this input and integrate it in the messaging. So the best companies are doing this over and over and over and over again. They take their customers' words about them and they just integrate it in their messaging. You cannot go wrong if you do this. So okay, this is just an exercise. So I hope that it's useful for you, and of course it needs some iterations. I would finish with some recommendations. So I would suggest using. You already have some clients. Use them here, right below this hero section. I would suggest using Trusted by the client's logos. I see that you have a feedback from Alex Hormozy. If this guy is...
It's actually just a quote of his that is talking about this type of
okay,
referral.
so it's not... okay. Nice. Smart. Smart. Yeah, okay. So I would suggest here because you need to build trust, and this social proof is super important. I would suggest defining the problem. Okay, we already defined some areas. It needs to be shaped, and then I would suggest inserting the problem on the homepage, defining also the solution, be more specific about the benefits. Okay. What people say about us, this would be great to have it from real clients, from actual clients. This would be very helpful, but you will add it along the way. It's something that it's going to be built along the way. This sounds good. How it works, great promotions. This is a features, more like a feature section. So it's pretty good. You have this seamless integration that is also good. I would suggest also inserting the process, what exactly is the process. So I'm a SaaS company. What are the steps that I need to follow in order for me to use the app? So register, download the app, register, do 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the steps for you to start using the app. Or you can have a specific section where you describe the actual process, or included in the FAQs section. I would suggest having a specific section with 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, something like this. You already have the pricing, which is good. And of course, the FAQ section. It's very important to select 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't know how many frequently asked questions the customers are the most frequently asked questions by customers, and offer the answers for these type of questions. So this would be my ideas, my suggestions. Please let me know your thoughts about this in a couple of words. How do you feel about this?
Oh, it gets me excited. I think it's been super valuable. Yeah, I mean, I like the methodology, your approach to, like, I feel like sometimes I kind of just rush things, or I try to just like do it all in one step, but it's nice to like break it out and have, excuse me, have that, written out. Here are the problems, here are the pains, here are the benefits, here are the features. And then, I like that approach. And also just, your suggestions on the sections of the website that we don't have, or how to just make sure that we cover all the different pieces of things we should be talking about. It's very valuable. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I'm happy that you find it useful. The idea sounds very good. I understand the value in it, and I think that with the right messaging, with the right positioning, if you have them in place, this will help you a lot to scale much faster. So I wish you the best of luck with the project, and I'm really happy that you accepted my invitation today. Is there anything else you would like to add before we end the meeting?
No, I think that's it. I've got my work ahead of me now to rebuild this website over the next few days, so I'll send it your way when I'm done.
Okay. Thank you so much.
No, it's exciting. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for coming today.
I will add on, if anybody is interested in checking this out or giving feedback, we're at ViralBox.co.
Oh, yes. Please tell people where can they find you? On LinkedIn, on where do you spend?
Yeah, I'm most active on Twitter. My handle is SaaSMakerMac, just MAC.
Okay.
I also have a newsletter at the SaaSBootstrapper.co, and then we're at ViralBox.co for this, and then I also have Aware, which is a LinkedIn platform at useaware.co. So any of those places,
great,
will be found.
Great. Thank you so much, Mac. Have a lovely day.
Thank you, Daniel.
See you soon.
Likewise. Thank you.
Bye.